My name is Emma. I am 28 years old. I live in a quiet neighborhood in Chicago called Lincoln Park. It is a calm and beautiful place with tall trees, small shops, and friendly neighbors. Many people say I have a good life. I have a husband named Leo, a nice apartment, and a steady job at a bookstore. But inside, I am not happy. 1 year ago, I made a big decision. I married Leo. He is 32 years old. Leo is a kind and gentle man. He always smiles and cares for me. He brings me flowers on Fridays and cooks dinner when I am tired. He writes small notes and puts them in my lunch bag. He calls me my sunshine and kisses my forehead every day. Many women would feel lucky to have a man like him. But I do not love Leo. I married him not because of love but because I was sad and angry. I wanted to forget my ex-boyfriend Alex who broke my heart. I thought if I married Leo, my pain would go away. I hoped love would come later, but it never did. Every day, I wake up with a heavy heart. I smile when I do not want to smile. I say thank you when I feel nothing. I feel like I am acting in a play, not living a real life. Inside I feel empty and tired. Sometimes I sit by the window and watch the street. Dogs run, children laugh, and the sun shines. The world moves on, but I feel stuck. I wish I could tell Leo the truth, but I am afraid. I worry about hurting him. I worry about what people will think if I leave. I feel trapped in a life I do not want. My best friend Nina listens to me. She says, Emma, love can grow with time. Marriage is not only about strong feelings. It is about kindness, respect, and patience. I want to believe her. I want to be patient. But every day, I feel more and more like a stranger in my own life. I try to calm my mind by writing in my journal or taking long walks by the lake near Lincoln Park. These things help me a little, but my heart feels heavy. I am tired of pretending. I want to be honest, but I do not know how. My life is full of small moments that remind me how lonely I feel. When Leo brings me flowers, I thank him with a small smile but feel no joy inside. When he cooks dinner, I eat quietly, thinking about what is missing in my heart. I try to find peace in meditation or reading, but the sadness stays with me. Leo's hope is strong. He believes love will grow between us. He says kind words and holds me gently, but my heart stays quiet. I want to love him, but I cannot. The pain from the past is still with me, and it blocks my feelings. I wonder if people see my true self. I wonder if Leo knows how much I struggle inside. I wear a mask every day. I laugh, I talk, I live a life that is not mine. I am afraid to lose Leo, but I am more afraid to lose myself. Sometimes at night, I sit alone on the balcony. The stars shine brightly and the air is warm. Leo sits beside me and says, Emma, I know you don't love me yet, but I believe you will. I will wait. My love is strong enough for both of us. His words make me want to cry. He is full of hope, but I have none. I want to be honest with Leo, but I am scared. I want to be free, but I feel trapped. I want to be happy, but I don't know how. I am lost in a marriage without love. This is my story. After many months of feeling lost and sad, I began to understand something very important. Love cannot be forced. I cannot make my heart feel something it did not. I wanted to tell Leo how I felt, but I was afraid. I did not want to hurt him. I did not want to break his heart. The words stayed in my throat. I was scared to speak. One day, my best friend Nina gave me advice that stayed in my mind. She said, Emma, you must be honest. Not just with Leo, but with yourself. You deserve to be happy. Leo deserves the truth. Her words were strong and kind. I knew she was right. I needed to find courage. That evening, I sat with Leo in our apartment in Lincoln Park. My hands were shaking, and my heart was heavy. I looked into his gentle eyes and spoke slowly. Leo, I have to tell you the truth. I do not love you. I never did. I married you because I was hurting. I thought love would come later, but it did not. Leo was quiet. His face was calm, but I could see tears in his eyes. I knew, he said softly. I saw it in your eyes, but I did not want to believe it. I love you, Emma, but I cannot be the only one trying. His kindness surprised me. Even though I hurt him, he stayed gentle. We sat in silence, no anger, no blame, only sadness. I felt relief and fear at the same time. I had told the truth, but I did not know what would happen next. Leo suggested that we take some time apart to think and heal. I agreed. I moved to the small guest room in our apartment. We lived under the same roof but spoke very little. The silence was heavy but honest. For the first time in many months, I began to feel a little peace. One day, I found a flyer for a creative writing class at the community center near Lincoln Park. Something inside me said, "Try this." I signed up. The class was small and friendly. We wrote stories about our feelings, our past, and our hopes. Writing helped me understand myself better. I made new friends. I even laughed again. Leo also tried new things to help himself. He joined a cooking class near our home. It helped him stay busy and feel better. We were both healing, but in different ways. As weeks passed, I gained more courage. I knew I had to choose my own path, even if it meant leaving Leo. It was a hard decision, but I was ready to be brave. Sometimes, I thought about all the moments we shared, the good and the sad. I remembered how kind Leo was to me when Alex left. He helped me smile again. But I could not give him the love he deserved. I had to be honest with myself and with him. I started to understand that honesty is a kind of love too. It is not easy, but it is the best gift we can give to those we care about. I felt scared, but also hopeful for the first time in a long time. I knew the road ahead would be difficult, but I was ready to face it. I wanted to find happiness, real happiness, even if it meant starting over. This was my turning point. The moment I faced the truth and found the courage to live it. This is my story. After I made the decision to be honest with Leo, my life began to change. I moved out of our apartment in Lincoln Park and found a small studio near the bookstore where I worked. The new place was simple, but it was mine. I painted the walls a soft yellow and placed flowers on the windowsill. I hung a picture of the lake nearby. Every morning, I made my own coffee and watched the world outside. Sometimes I felt lonely, but I also felt free. I spent many days walking by the lake, watching people walk their dogs, ride bikes, and drink coffee on benches. These little moments made me feel calm and happy. I started to smile more often than before. I still thought of Leo sometimes. I hoped he would find someone who loved him truly. He deserved that because he gave love with an open heart. One day, while cleaning my drawer, I found the heart necklace Leo gave me during our trip to Lake Geneva. I held it carefully and felt many emotions. I placed the necklace in a small box and wrote a note. "Thank you for your kindness. I cannot wear it, but I will never forget it." I gave the box to my friend Nina and asked her to return it to Leo. As the seasons changed, I changed too. I became stronger. I made new friends in my writing class. I laughed again. I began to feel like myself. One night, I looked in the mirror. I saw a woman with tired eyes but a soft smile. A woman who was lost but now walking her own path. I whispered to myself, "It is not a perfect story, but it is mine. I am still learning and growing." I want to tell anyone who feels like me, you are not alone. It is okay to make mistakes. It is okay to start again. Be honest, be brave. Your heart knows the truth. Leo and I send messages to each other from time to time. We said goodbye with kindness and respect. There was no anger or hate, only hope for the future. Saying goodbye was hard, but it was peaceful. Now I live my life one day at a time. I work, write, and enjoy the small things around me. I am learning to love myself first. I am finding freedom and hope in my new beginning. Thank you for listening to my story. It is not full of smiles or happy endings, but it is real. Sometimes, being real is the bravest thing we can do. If this story touched your heart, please share your own story or feelings. Learning English through stories helps us grow, not just in language, but in life. This is my new beginning. This is my hope. Thank you for listening to Emma's story. Her journey was not easy. She faced sadness, fear, and hard decisions. But in the end, she found courage, honesty, and hope. Emma showed us that life is not always perfect. Sometimes, we must be brave to tell the truth, even if it is difficult. Being honest with ourselves and others can help us find peace and happiness. The lesson from Emma's story is clear. Never marry or make big decisions for the wrong reasons. Love cannot be forced or rushed. It grows slowly with kindness, respect, and patience. If you feel unhappy or trapped, it is okay to ask for help and to be honest about your feelings. Taking care of yourself is important. Remember, your happiness matters. You can use Emma's story in your life by being true to your heart. If you're feeling lost, take small steps to find your own path. Talk to a trusted friend or write down your feelings. Try new activities that make you happy. Always believe in yourself and your ability to change your life for the better. By listening to this story, you have practiced your English skills. You improved your listening and understanding. Great job! Keep practicing every day. The more you listen and read, the better you will become. Now, here is a simple question for you. Please choose the correct answer and write A or B in the comments. What did Emma learn from her story? A love can be forced if you try hard enough. B. Being honest and brave helps you find true happiness. Thank you for your answer. Your comments help our channel grow and make more good stories for you to learn English. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to our channel. Your support gives us the motivation to make more helpful and inspiring content for you. We also welcome donations. Making quality videos takes time and effort, and your donations help us continue this work. We do this for free to help you learn English better. Thank you again for watching. Keep learning and keep growing.